up? Worms up.
It's a toxic cure stream. Hard and bad opinions on the toxic cure stream. Plus a nice healthy dose of
What?
rage and feral
What?
wisey screams. Feral wisey screams.
Was he on the mic? I'm like a verbal assassin. I cannot read that name, and you know I ain't asking. They try to diagnose your art host, but I'm 5 apples tall. I don't mean to boast. Flashes on your screen, so you better not swim. Cause toxic's top tier, but nowhere near mid. Yo!
Everybody tune in, it's a toxic cure stream. Everybody shut your mouth, it's a toxic cure stream. Hard and bad opinions on the toxic cure stream. Plus a nice healthy dose of rage and feral wisey screams. Everyone tuning in, it's a toxic cure stream, and they never complain. It's a toxic cure stream.
Yeah.
Hard and bad opinions on the toxic cure stream. Plus a nice healthy dose of rage
What?
and feral
What?
wisey screams. Feral wisey screams. Feral wisey screams. Feral wisey screams. Feral wisey screams.
All right. Poison Tight, official remix. What's up, worms? Are you ready? Get set for the coolest bad boy broadcasting on your internet's irreverent one, but always stay relevant. Check your perspective, or she'll tell you to get back. Set it into the digiverse, you'll be a hazard. Level up, rookie, or you'll never be a champion. The team strong, drip, flex, vital bracelet on. You're doomed if she ever hears you speak, you'll beam on. Up against Canada, you better bring your A game, or you'll get cut to pieces like a flash animation brain. Prime content, you get hit from all angles, like the crew make it rain when they drop the bingle bangles. Let's go.
Everybody tune in, it's a toxic cure stream. Everybody shut your mouth, it's a toxic cure stream.
Yep.
Hard and bad opinions on the toxic cure stream. Plus a nice healthy dose of rage and feral wisey screams.
Come on. Going live on stream, I should probably mention this food criminal will need an intervention.
Hello,
Get your
you
chicken nuggets,
dehydrated
then you
fucks,
wash it all
and
down.
welcome
Big
to
black
stream.
after every stream to see the one true-
It's me, ya boy. I'm here. I'm live. You're live. We're all here together. The queue is paused on fishing right now while I yip yap for a minute. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You fish. I draw cute anime girls. That's what we're doing today. I'm world building. I'm drawing cute anime girls. We're bringing the Crew Masume world to life. It's fucking 10 in the morning. It's not even 10 in the morning. It's fucking 9:58. It's fucking it's god awful. Let me welcome you all into stream. Let's fucking let's wrap our dicks in. My voice is going if you can't tell. Let's get chubbed up about this. Hello Nugget, hello Rira, hello Landman, hello Plague Dragon, hello Dobby, hello Ballistic Beast, hello Lava King, hello Permaband. That's a good name. Hello Vikings Sasquatch, hello Grey Graves, hello Jimmy Memer, and hello Lurkers. Welcome. Welcome to crew. Welcome to crew. Welcome to stream. Oh, and hi Plague Doctor. Sorry, I almost missed you, Plague Doctor. Welcome to stream, everybody. Dobby, of course Friday streams are this early. It's strictly for your benefit. Do you think I want to be live at 10 a.m. in a goddamn Friday? Absolutely not. But you live in a fuck-awful time zone, so here we fucking are. Here we are. Fucking 10 a.m. For you. For you, buddy.
Hello.
Viking goes, it's so fucking early. You're probably at work anyway, Viking. What are you bitching about? You're at work. Looks like, watch, bro, why up so early? Gray, it's literally for the benefit of people, that don't, that don't live here. For the people that it's not fucking 10 a.m. for. I am not that Jaden lady. I don't know who you're talking about. Jaden Animation? Do you mean Jaden Animations? Do you think Jaden Animations has only 12 friends? That would be embarrassing, and she would be sad. Also, you got the word of the day. Dobby, it was horse. Word of the day was horse, and you got it. My brain isn't much better than a taxidermied horse. That was the word of the day, was horse, because we are doing Crew Musume. So, Shaden Animations, yes. You know, the animator. You guys know her. She exists. So it's Dobby's fault then. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. We should strictly blame Dobby only. This is Dobby's fault we're live right now. Way to fucking go, Dobby. Hey, don't Frank out shame. Hides own number. Grey Graves, I'm doing the same thing. That's why I always say 12 dudes. Because I'm literally blinding myself to whatever number. So if I'm lower than 12, I just pretend it's 12, and if I'm higher than 12, I don't get anxious. So I just always say 12. That's my secret. That's where the 12 dudes came from. Is because one day I was like, I can't sit here and be anxious about how many viewers I have. It makes me a bad streamer. So anyway, let you guys fish. Boop, boop, boop. There you go. You have at her. There you go. Of course, that's what you get when you fall for a horse. I'm on lunch break. 7 hours clocking in. I'm doing good. Steve, go home. Me eating dinner. A horse walks in. Peter, the horse is here. Crew, the horse is here. Sorry, I'm sick. My lowest impression is dog shit today. Get Dobby out. I want Donnie back. It's been a month. Oh, hey, also Nugget's fault in that case. They're like an hour behind me. What the fuck are you talking about, Wazzy? Do I ever know what the fuck I'm talking about? Do you think I ever know one goddamn thing I'm talking about? Like, I've said this before. I come to stream, I hit the go live button, I black out, I wake up 2 hours later sobbing on the floor. And that's just how it goes. That's just... That's just streaming in general. Grey Graves will agree with me. They'll be like, sometimes you just hit the go live button and your IQ drops to the goddamn floor and you wake up 2 hours later in your own sweat and piss and be like, what's happening? This is like the 9 old men who made animation rules. I can't believe this is what makes me unpopular. Oh, Dobby, that's hilarious. You think you were ever popular. Sobbing on the floor. I've come undone. I'm crashing the fuck out. My roommate ate all the spaghetti I made, 2 plates, and left none for me. You, listen. My roommate once stabbed a knife into my wall. So, like, I get it. I know about bad roommates, okay? I had a roommate who was insane. This is the same one that cooked for me so that I never had to cook for myself. She might have poisoned me. Who knows? But she fucking stabbed a knife in a wall one time, and it was scary. I don't even need to stream for that. It just happens every time I talk in general. Sometimes you feel so motivated to stream in the whole day, and then the second you start, suddenly you don't know what to do anymore. That's this stream, everybody. I had a plan for this stream, and I was like, I'll remember this plan, and then I fucking didn't, and now we're here. Now we're live, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm just going at her. I'm just fucking putting my dick out. Might be another cause to why you're stupid. Stab a knife through the wall. Wonder why Wazzy's live right drawing anime horse girls. Twitch recap reminding me I've given 1,534 subs this year. Oh, right. God damn it, Big White Bear. Plans? Who needs plans anyway? You have so many takeovers, Big White Bear. You don't even know. Jesus Christ, why did you room with such a sociopath? Because I didn't know she was a Okay, let me explain the story. Well, I'm sitting here figuring out the color palette and stuff for Greg and figuring this whole shit out. So Crew Musume are different from Umasume in the fact that instead of horse ears or anything, they have worms in their hair. That's how they work, and they're going to be based on your worms. But I'll let you guys choose traits and stuff, and that's kind of part of what we're going to talk about today. But first, I'll tell you guys how I moved in with a psycho roommate. So, I went to this anime convention, right? And a girl hit me with a yaoi paddle. And she was dressed like Reno from Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children, which had recently, well, okay, it wasn't recently out, but it was out, and we were all talking about it. And I was dressed as Yuffie, and they were like, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, "I'm okay." That's probably not what the conversation. I don't know how the conversation started, but eventually I was like, "I want to move to this town," and she was like, "I live slightly outside of this town, and I want to move to this town." And I was like, "You like Final Fantasy VII. I like Final Fantasy VII. We should move in together." So we moved in together, and then she turned out to be insane. The point of this story is you should never move in with somebody who hits you with a yaoi paddle. And just because they like the same anime as you doesn't mean that they are going to be normal or chill or not stab a knife in your wall. Yeah, what year was this? I'll have to check with Matt. I cannot remember what year this is. Who starts a conversation like this? I just got to the convention. None of the red flags were bright enough for our streamer. No, listen. Sometimes you roll up to an anime convention as like this was before I broke my leg. So you guys have to know the whole story of this. Oh, fuck, I'm on ads. Okay, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for the rest of this story. I'll just talk nonsense in the meantime. Final Fantasy Advent Children was very influential to me as a child, because it was Final Fantasy VII, and I was like, this is incredible. And I remember buying 2 copies of the DVD because what if I broke one? It was very, very influential to me. So your hair color of your anime girl is always going to be your worm's main color. And then I'm going to base kind of some things about you based on your worm. It's going to... Just trust me on this. It's going to... Also, I've decided, since I have to draw your guys' full bodies and stuff, you are going to be fucking... You're going to be fucking chibis. I'm sorry. It's just how it's going to be. It's just... And I'm not doing every single worm, because if I did every single worm, I would die. What else can I fucking talk about while we're on ads before I tell the story?
Do you remember the tallest man you've ever seen?
Oh, I gotta draw the ear things. I don't know why, but like, I don't draw noses, but I feel it's very important to always draw the little loopies in the ear, even though I'm like, noses, pshaw. But loopies in the ear, you gotta have loopies in the ear. If you don't have loopies in the ear, what are you even doing? How can we join the Musume list? You gotta wait, because we're designing shit today. Today is the day where I'm gonna pick several personality types, and you guys are gonna put yourself into the personality types, and then you're gonna pick a couple traits maybe, or a couple we'll figure it out together today. And then I'll set it up, and then I'll slowly start drawing them. Basically, here's I should probably wait till I'm off ads. Well, listen, we'll go through the roommate thing. Then we'll talk about Kurumitsume. You guys just fish in the meantime. Zoe. Landman fished up Zoe, which is a character based on me saying, "Hey guys, who's ready to fuck a boat?" And then Poops made an entire dating sim idea on me saying, "Who wants to fuck a boat?" And then they named the main character Zoe because I said the line. Because that's great. Anyway, we're off ads now, so now I can tell you guys about the whole roommate situation. So what happened was, I went to an anime convention, and I got hit with a yaoi paddle. and I met up with a group of other Final Fantasy VII cosplayers because we were all there and we were all having a great time together, being like, "Wah, wah, 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 wah." We had a great time. I graduated or something. I think I graduated. I probably graduated in between there. We graduated, like, and then a year later, I was like, I want to move to that town. So I was like, hey, I want to move to that town. And the bitch who had hit me with the yaoi paddle was like, I also want to move to the town. And I was like, you like Final Fantasy? I like Final Fantasy. We should move in together. And then I broke my fucking leg, and got the pole in my leg. You all remember that story. I was on my mandated time with my dad, and well, okay, it wasn't mandated at that point in time. I was with my dad, and I snapped my femur clean in half. And I was like, I can't move in. I just snapped my femur clean in half. And she was like, it's okay. I'll look for a house for September then. Remember, it's the start of August when I broke my leg. My plan was to go spend a couple weeks with my dad and then move to Calgary, the place I'm at now. But I went to see my dad. 2 days into seeing my dad, I flipped a Jeep and snapped the femur, and put a pole in there. So then I had to do all of September rehabbing. All of August rehabbing. And then, including my birthday, I was high on morphine for my birthday, which that sucked ass. So then I had to move my house in September. I spent September trying to move my house with a broken leg while not rehabbing. It was great, a terrible time. Don't recommend it. I don't recommend getting out of surgery and moving house. Anyway, I moved house. Came to Calgary, moved in with this other person who liked Final Fantasy. Matt was there. Matt helped me move into my house, and I didn't even know the bitch. I'm going to be honest. So many people helped me move in, and I didn't know any of them by their real names. I only knew them by what they had cosplayed as at one point in time. So it was like, Matt, I was like, oh, that's Brock. And then, like, another friend was there, and I was like, that's Random Turk number 3. Because, like, listen, if you ever go to an anime convention and you're like, I want to cosplay, but I want to put no effort into it, just put on a suit and be like, I'm a Turk from Final Fantasy VII. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I moved in with this roommate. About 4 months in, she went insane. Maybe she was insane from the first part, but you know, that's not the important part about this right now. Anyway, I moved in there, and then she went insane, and then Matt was going to move out of town with his mom, and instead of moving out of town, he decided to stay, and we got a place together. Yeah, I could see how moving an entire house with a broken leg can hurt. In other news today, I learned Canadians are abnormally strong and can move entire houses by themselves. Okay, listen, it was one room. Let's be honest here. You think listen, my mom had, like, okay, we weren't rich at the point in time. You guys got to remember, I started my life very poor. I grew up on an asparagus farm for the first part of my life. And then the oil boom happened in the 90s. And that's when my dad was in oil. And like, then we had all the money in the world. And then my parents divorced. And then I had no money anymore. So the only TV I had was one of those thick bitch fucking TVs with the Tavusi. Absolutely awful. That was my life. Hey, this is my roommate, Random Turk, number 357. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know my roommate's name until we were signing the lease. Dead ass. I didn't know what their real name was. I was just like, that's my roommate, Reno. And that's how we lived our lives. They didn't know my legal name. I didn't know theirs until we were standing with the landlord signing the lease. And then I was like, you got a real ass name? Imagine how fucked up it is for people who meet me and everybody's like, this is Wazzy. And you just assume that's a nickname. And then you look at my ID and you see that somebody out there went, yeah, that sounds like a real ass name. Can you just imagine people's like fucking like wonder this. I've wondered this my whole life. Like, just people being like, hey, Wazzy. And then it's like, oh, you don't have a real name. Wazzy, that's it? That's that random assortment of the back half of the alphabet is your name? Wazzy has 0 survival skills. Big whoop, I had a coworker whose legal name was just Guy. I really feel bad for people just named Guy. Can you imagine? Just, that's your name? Oh, it's me, Guy. Oh, hey, Guy. Like, fuck! I want to cosplay, but with my long hair and beard, I need to find the right character, or a masked character. Viking Sasquatch, can I recommend Random Turk? You should be that fucking guy from Full Metal Alchemist whose name is escaping me. Help me. Crew, help me. You know the guy from Full Metal Alchemist that like fist pumps with Armstrong? You know that guy? He got the hottest wife in the world. You remember? You guys know him? You fucking, what's his name? What's his fucking name? Dad bod guy. Yeah. I choose to believe your real name is Waziel. I know you have a real name, but it's more fun that way. No, Tonto, I do actually. Wazi is my legal name. I can't show you my ID right now because that would dox the shit out of me, but I can show you my legal name. My legal name is Wazi B. There is a B for my last name. I have questionable survival skills. This is why none of us would survive in the Middle Ages. We know this. Wazi moved in with someone they met at a convention. Holy shit, you have a real name? Merlin's alive. Oh, hey, Merlin, what's up? Welcome to stream, buddy. Hey, guy. Inhale with lisp. Steve, did you also watch Undergrads? I love Undergrads. Dad? Oh, that guy is a beast. Also, hi, Rose Viper. What's up? Welcome to stream. Good job not showing your ID on stream. I'm proud of you. There's a bee? Ah! Hi, I'm Wazi with a bee, and I'm scared of bugs. My ass would probably catch the bubonic plague. More like the bubonic plague. Ayo. I fucking love Undergrads. I watched Undergrads because I worked at a movie theater, and every time I would come home, Undergrads would be on, and so I'd watch that and other, like, the old late night movies until I fucking fell asleep. That's how I live my life. Color eyes should Greg have? I need an idea color for this bow and these eyes. I want to catch the bubonic plague. I'm eating some buffalo wings right now. And guess what, crew? I have a PTO week vacation. Fuck yeah! That's paid overtime, right? I don't know anymore. I don't have that shit. I am my own boss and it sucks ass. Did you watch 3 South? Not only did I not watch 3 South, I've never even fucking heard of it. As someone who's had a crazy amount of seizures until they were 5, I probably would have been tried as a witch. I fucking love my cat so much, but I would love one moment to myself without these screaming creatures around me. Green eyes, orange bow. Ooh, I like it. Paid time off, paid time off. Someone say boobs! Bubonic plaguey. Wazi green eyes. Well, it's not me, it's Greg. This is Greg. Remember, you guys, your fucking beautiful anime girl Sona is not you. It is your anime girl Sona, and she's beautiful and she's great. Oops, I didn't grab the other swirl when I copied her. I'm just going to have to make it again. Whoop. That one's not as good. Whoop. There we go. Perfect. Pay time off, but yes, it's totally worth it. 5 people have to say it or Wazi will miss it. Listen, unlike Froggy, I read chat. I read fucking chat. Not well, but I do. Scientists should engineer a disease that turns you into a beautiful woman with a mom bod. Like a Pixar mom bod? Like the thickness? Get down with the thickness. Get up, come on, get down with the thickness. I could do that better if my throat wasn't fucking killing me. I'm beautiful in real life. Oh, it's on YouTube. You might like it too. It's about two dumb people in college where everyone is dumb. That's just real life, Steve. Steve, I don't know if you know this or not, but that's just real life. That's just how real life be. Okay, because crew is made of boys and girls and non-binaries, I feel because Greg represents all of crew, she should have a little bit of trans coding, just a little like pink, just a little pink to her, pink and blue, just a little bit. I know that's not the right blue or the right pink, but you know. Consider my ass Baja blasted. Well, consider me chubbed up. This is the thing that you guys gotta understand. I moved out when I was like a fucking child. Like, my personal belief is you shouldn't live on your own until you're 25. I wish I had made that decision, but you are not a legal thinking human being until you're 25. Here's my very controversial opinions. I think you should be able to vote at 16. You should be able to drink at 18. You should be able to do weed at 18. You should be able to own a gun at 25. You should be able to, you shouldn't leave the house until you are 25. You shouldn't be held responsible for your actions until you are 25 unless you're a little sociopath and you killed somebody. You shouldn't be able to get a credit card until you're 25. These are my controversial age opinions. You know what? Fuck it, sure. Let's make chubbed up a thing. Understood, carry on. I joined the army at 23. You shouldn't be allowed to join the army at 23. 25 years old to move out on your own? Oh, knows. I'm behind par for the course. Listen, financial states differ. I'm just saying, like, when I, a child of the 90s, turned 18, I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of this house. And then I went to go see my dad and I broke my fucking leg in half. All right? That's what happened. At 18 years old, I was like, I'm moving out next year. And then right before my 19th birthday, I went to go see my dad and I was like, I'm going to go move to Calgary with my cosplayer friends. And then I fucking broke my femur in half. And now here I am. And then I have to spend my 19th birthday high on fucking morphine so much that I don't even remember my sister being there. But allegedly, my sister was there. Meanwhile, the draft at 18 years old. The idea you could join the army at 18, but you can't smoke and drink until 21 is so dumb. Let the little bastards smoke and drink. They need something to take the edge off. I'm going to be honest. I think that's dumb. I'm in Canada, and this is weird. Every part of Canada has a different rule. So, I'm in the lowest area. Lowest area is 18. So, 18 is the lowest you can drink, and that's the province I'm in. But right next to me, it's 19. So, just 18-year-olds will just cross over into Alberta to drink on their 18th birthday. I'm 27. I still live with my parents because fucking owning a house is impossible. Owning a house is impossible, and the rent market, don't even get me started on rent markets. Okay? I don't want to talk about this. It literally pisses me off. Landlords piss me off so much. Not to mention landlord companies. That pisses me off so fucking much. I understand if you're like, hey, I'm brand new and I can't, like, if something breaks, I need a dude with more money to fix it. That's the shitty part about owning a house is when shit breaks, it's on your ass. I liked renting because when shit broke, I could be like, excuse me, landlord, fucking oopsie poopsie. Like, my house flooded. I was in a 1-bedroom apartment before I bought this house, and a sink broke and the entire apartment flooded. We cleaned it up the best we could. Luckily, they didn't take it out of my damage deposit, but fucking God. It was fucking awful, but they took care of everything. The only thing I had to do was stay up until 2 a.m. cleaning. That's the only thing that happened. They came in, they replaced the fucking sink, they did all that. Now, if my fucking house floods, I gotta fucking pay it. Sucks ass. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. The only reason I own a house is because a woman I don't know, a dead woman I don't know, died and gave my mom a shit ton of money. And my mom went, here, my precious children, buy houses. That's the only reason I'm in a house. I do not have the capital to own a house, okay? The only reason I own this house is because dead people died. Dead great aunts I didn't know. So what happened, I'll tell you the full story. So what happened was one day I was minding my own business and my mom said to me, do you remember your great aunt? And then she said the name, which I won't say because I don't want to get doxxed. I'm not going to dox my family. You remember your great aunt? Ba, 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 ba. And I was like, no, I don't know. Ba, 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 ba. And my mom was like, well, she died and she left us a bunch of money. And I said, Mom, I think you're getting internet scammed. And she said, no, didn't get internet scammed. She's real. And I went, Mom, did you have to send money to get this quote unquote inheritance? And she said, no. And I was like, I've never heard of Aunt ba 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 ba. Who the fuck is she? And she goes, okay, she's technically my grandpa's aunt, I think. But anyway, the thing was she was a very highly accomplished woman, but she was a lesbian. And then she got dementia early, and they just put her in a home and forgot about her. So that's why I didn't know about her. Very sad, tragic tale. This wonderful, successful woman got dementia early, and because she was a lesbian, she had no fucking kids to go down the line, and the family shunned her for liking women, which is terrible, and they should never have done that. And they just put her in a mental home and left her there. But she had a shit ton of money. And then when she died, she wanted it to go strictly down Grandpa's line because that was the family name. So it was supposed to go to my grandpa, but my grandpa was dead by the time and my grandma was alive. So my grandma thought she would get it, but no, it went right down past grandma and went right to my mom because my mom was technically the next descendant. So then my mom got it and my mom was like, I'm going to buy, my mom also didn't have a house at the time. So my mom got a house. Her house is completely paid off though. That's how much money it was. She owns a condo, so it's not that expensive, but she has a condo that's completely paid off, which is great because she had no retirement or nothing. So I'm very happy that happened. But then she gave down payments to me and my siblings so that we could get down payments on our houses. Well, down payments to me and my sister. My brother isn't my mom's child. He is my dad's child. So he didn't get anything. And he was in jail at the time, probably. I don't know. So that's what happened. That's the family line it went down. And that's the whole reason I own a house. If that didn't happen to me, I wouldn't own a house. So I'm checking my privilege. Okay? I just want to say that. I am aware I'm incredibly privileged. This would not be happening to me had that whole woman I don't know died situation. I have visited her grave, though. I felt real bad and was, like, really thankful for her. And I was like, I didn't even know you existed. That's what a weird thing. Sorry, I missed a whole bunch of chat. Let me fucking try to catch up. Landlord companies? Oh, yeah, that's when, like, a person doesn't own a house. It's a fucking group. It's a company that owns the fucking house. I'm still in my 30s and still live with my families. That's probably good for your parents, though. Like, as parents get older, you'd think they'd want somebody living with them. Hi, crew. I hope everyone's doing awesome today. Hi, Hell Nightmare. How are you doing? I've just stopped myself from fixing things in my apartment. I will better once I own my own home because I'm pretty handy. I am not at all handy, and that is terrible for owning a home. Oh my God, Wazzy, one time I tried renting a house on my own, and I was told, sorry, you can't. You're earning too much money. So I went to a different one that looked a little bit more expensive, and they told me you're making too little. No landlord should ever tell somebody you make too much money. That is the stupidest excuse I've ever heard. Oh, good thing I got a snack, hydrate, and stretch. I'm snacking already. I'm eating my arrowroot cookies, which you guys say are the baby ones. I own mine because my parents helped. Well, that's good. I think more dead people should die. What has happened to us? Inheritance costs money coming in clutch. It really did. Satan, can I take the money back? I just want to see my grandma again. That's sad. I'm 32 and live with my stepbrother in my parents' old house before they moved to another house for themselves and let me and my 2 stepbrothers and 1 stepnephew. Oh, that's really nice. Lesbians can never win, dog. I swear to God. I know. I'm really pissed off about it. She sounds like she was a cool lady. She won like a Bob Hope Memorial Award or some shit. I don't know who the fuck Bob Hope is, but she won like some kind of fucking cool ass award. I don't even know what she did for her life. Are you kidding me? I had a cool, great lesbian aunt and I never got to fucking meet her and get that knowledge bestowed upon me. This is such fucking bullshit. And now back to anime girls. Sorry. My family is like the Sawyers. We're a bunch of misfits, but we got along together. Landlord, you make too much money to rent this house because you could sue me for all the crap that's wrong with it. Remember, Wazzy, you're only allowed to eat and drink when we redeem. Otherwise, she will starve to death, like in the Hunger Games. If a dead person dies, does that mean they can live again? Like, do deaths cancel each other out? Or do they just go to super hell? I think they go to super hell. I gotta eat my little cookie. Just because there's a baby on the box doesn't mean it's for babies. I just want to point that out to everybody. But yeah, anyway, back to Anime Girls. I'm very sorry, Big White Bear. We're working on it. I promise you, we're working on it. It will happen. Like super hell? Like super jail? Yes, kind of. Listen, I grew up on Tumblr. I can't explain any more to you. I decided Greg cuts their own hair. That's the only feature I have about Greg right now, is Greg cuts their own hair. That's why their bangs are off kilter. That's why one bang is shorter than the other. She cuts her own hair. Good old Greg. I thought he was made of babies. People die when they are killed. Evil and intimidating horse. Actually, this is a happy and not at all intimidating worm. They're worm girls. They're Crew Musume. They're delightful and you'll love them. Or you won't. I don't know. Listen, this isn't my business. Merlin goes, sorry I was gone, finishing my hot wings. Then I brought my trash cans to the curb because it's snowing right now. It's not snowing right now, but it has snowed. And today is also trash day. I know this because of the flickering lights that happened in my room this morning. I was like, why is there orange flickering lights? As I was trying to fucking awaken, and it turned out it was just the fucking green bin guys. Do you guys have green bins where you are? We got green, blue, and black bins. What do you guys got? We got garbage, we got recycling, and we got compost. What all you guys got? There's the malice behind those eyes, like every member of Crew. If we lose the race, do we go to the worm glue factory? No, you guys don't do races, I think. I think you guys are just high school girls, probably. It always seems like they're always high school girls or college girls or something. You guys are just girls in a school. You know, and you all have different tropes of being in school. That's my current idea. You don't race or nothing. You guys are just all girls in a school. And you enjoy hanging out together. You live off dreams and, and other shit. Crew Academia? Yeah, it's essentially that. I just kind of wanted like a neutral place I can put you guys all in. And I decided that, you're all going to go to a school together. Instead of racing worm girls, just worm real good. You eat dirt? Bro, I hate for the longest I hate for the longest time Uematsume. I didn't know Tracen Academy was a training center academy. I live out in the country, so we burn trash in an old 55-gallon barrel and throw non-burnables at my work. What pair of eyes do they see out of? Both, technically. Basically, they get okay. Let's make some rules for Crew Musume. You guys can work with me. I like to think they can see out of both eyes. But the worm eyes are very much like, like you ever see through a fly's eyes? They're not very good. I'm the tomboy girl. Yeah, I just, rule gross, I'm out. Yay, high school trauma. Basically, listen, I'm putting you guys in a high school because, okay, I'm going to tell you guys something very nerdy, but wait, let me check the viewer count real quick. Okay, there's 12 dudes. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something nerdy. So I have to do Crew Musume comics because someone, big white bear, ruined my fucking entire life. Levi and other unmentionable crews ruined my fucking life. And now I have to do Crew Musume comics. And I was like, I'll do what I can. So I decided I would put you guys in a school because I once had a comic. It's never been shared because no one will get it but me. I made a comic about a school where every single D&D character I have ever made and played was in a high school altogether. So every single fucking character I had and Matt had and a couple of my friends had, I put all of them into this school. The older ones were the teachers. The younger ones were fucking the students. And it was an entire comic series I made about every single character I played. And yeah. I decided to use that as inspiration. So that's where we're going with. It was called Roll High, if you must know. It was called Roll High, and the premise of it was they were still whatever class they were, but they were literally an adventurer's school kind of thing. Mostly because that's how one of the campaigns started, was in adventurer's school. So that's kind of how it got started. And then I had the twins, which were two characters that were actually based off of each other. I had Dirk McHardabs, who was literally named off of that guy from Mass Effect's name generator when I needed a name for a big beefy character, and I came up with Dirk McHardabs, and he was a handsome, famous movie actor for a one-shot that I had to do. And I made him, and then later I made a Bard iteration of him called Crid McBardabs. And Crid and Dirk in the comic were twins. And their entire goal was to just get as many women as they could. And they always struck out. And that's the entire comic.
Watch your profanity.
What's that anime with all the isekai protags? I don't fucking know. Can you show us the comic, Wazzy? Maybe one day I will. I'll pick the good ones. But I want to use some of the ideas for Crew Musume because there's a really funny one. Where it's the one character, their name was Izzy. It was played by a friend of mine. And they went to a classroom and they knocked on the door of the classroom, and the teacher opens the door and is like, Izzy, you are not in this class right now. And Izzy goes, hello, sir or madam. I am selling cookies for the Little Tykes Guild Adventurer Club. You can get Rocky Road, Thin Mints, and they just start listing off all these cookie types while the teacher's like, Izzy, you gotta get back to class. Izzy, what are you doing here? You gotta get back to class. And then she mentions Thin Mints, and he goes, wait, hold the fuck up. Did you say Thin Mints? And she was like, yes, sir. And he's like, I'll take 6 boxes. Which I think is funny. I don't know. I probably said that whole thing and it sounds insane. But to me, it was funny because that was the type of character Izzy was. But yeah. There was a whole bunch of things, and then there was my character Nova, one of my several characters, and Nova was it one of those? Oh no, it was Your Name comics, wasn't it? No, it was never Your Name. It was all the characters I had already played. So it was like all characters from every campaign I had been in. So I had Shael, who was my healer character. She was a doctor in the school. She was the school nurse because she was a little bit older, so I put her up there. There was Nova Diablo. Nova Diablo was my ninja character from Pathfinder. They were a student. They were kind of like the main character. Yeah, it was fun. Why do white girls travel in odd numbers? It's because they just can't even. Joke. What did I tell you guys about Chaos Dragoon, right? Chaos Dragoon comes in, drops a joke, and then I don't see them for 3 weeks. Wazzy, you're a funny gal, Wazzy. I like you. You make me laugh. Someone get this girl a cookie. Yay! I've got arrowroot cookies right here. Actually, they're called biscuits. They're probably British. Oh, two of mine would hate each other immediately. For those of you who play D&D or any tabletop game, I've played several different. I mostly played Pathfinder. I prefer Pathfinder over D&D. But those of you that play D&D, right now, just think of your favorite think of your characters and put them in a school, like in a situation where they would meet each other. How would they get along? How would your D&D characters get along? My one character, she was a she was a rogue. And her name is Lixin, and she was in love with herself. She was a very narcissistic, full elf fucking rogue bitch. She was in love with herself, and I was like, if she ever met Crid, the two of them would just spend the entire time complimenting each other by complimenting themselves. Like, Crid would be like, "Oh my God, it's so fantastic that your beautiful eyes go perfect with my abs," and she would be like, "Oh, Crid, your voice is so soothing. It tickles my perfect pointed ears." You know, think about if your D&D characters met each other. Would they hate each other? Would they be friends? Well, now I'm gonna say stay forever to make you look like a liar. What do you mean? You were talking about me? Yeah, Chaos Dragoon. We had the crew Hunger Games yesterday where I put everybody in crew into the Hunger Games. And yeah, I swear there was an old point time where we could pay for bad jokes and odd facts. Yes! And then I ran out of facts, Tonto. Landman says, I've only been in one campaign and I was Abraham Lincoln. How the fuck were you Abraham Lincoln? What the fuck? You were Abraham Lincoln? I actually, in the new year, I get to start a new campaign. A friend of mine is now running and is gonna start up a new campaign. My friend Gritty, they're gonna be starting up a new campaign, and in it, I am Mothman, essentially. And it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna have a great time. We'll just get some new facts. My characters were mostly sluts who got high and loved fighting for the funny of it. I like the Crow Marty High School and Beelzebub mix. Here's a fact: worms breathe through their skin. Lakey got isekai'd to a D&D adventure? Listen, when he got shot, that's what happened. That was the first time a president had ever been shot in the back of the head with a gun. It wasn't the last. If I had a nickel for every time a president has been shot, I would have a lot of nickels, I feel. But if I got a nickel for every time a president was shooed, I would only have one. Sometimes you gotta shoot a president. Listen, I'm not advocating violence. I'm just saying sometimes that happens. God, I wish I lived in that alternate universe where the assassination went through. Anyway, Gruul, an orc barbarian, and Ulfar, a werebear barbarian, would fight and become best friends. Raznar, a raven Azurcock wizard, would hide in the library learning everything. Growl, a goblin, would steal things. Warlock, a crocodile lizard folk cleric, wouldn't show up to school because he gets lost. Mothman from SMT or Mothman from the Smiling Friends? Just a general man who is a moth. I have more characters, but I don't feel like writing a book in chat. Also, my friend was John Wilkes Booth. They left halfway through the campaign. They didn't try to kill you? We would have about 6 nickels. I would have 5 nickels. How many presidents have been shot? Fun fact, Lincoln got shot before he could perfect his invention to replace rocket jumping. The stairs. My second character murdered a guy sleeping in an alley because he wanted to. I've never had a murder hobo. That's one class of D&D character I've never had. I've never just had a murder hobo. The closest was Shael, but she was a healer. So she wasn't really a murder hobo. She was a healer and hung out with murder hobos, but she didn't have a home. So never had a murder hobo. Consider yourself lucky. Also, my one character would more be a teacher. He was a war vet. Yeah, I had some characters that were teachers. Tony Booker, which was Matt's character, was a teacher. Shael, my character, she was a teacher. Oh, God, who all was teachers? I'd have to look back at it. Like I said, these comics will make sense to no single person. They only make sense to me and kind of to Matt because I've played some campaigns without Matt, but he would be able to recognize his own characters. Because that's, for those who don't know, when I play D&D, I don't play good. I am kind of like the record keeper, but not in a good way. I draw comics the entire time that I play D&D. I don't take notes. I draw comics of funny situations, and that is how I get through D&D. I sit there, I roll my dice, I make funny situations, and I draw the characters, and that's how I go about it. My newest guy is cursed and is constantly leaking out black gas from his pores, so he looks a little odd. I've had other players be murder hobo, but they don't last long in groups. The character dies or the DM is clever. That's the correct way to play D&D. I have one guy friend who does not like how I play D&D because I try to get I'm a big role player when I do D&D. I don't fucking. Maybe she should have heels. Do you think Greg would have heels? No, this bitch is a clutch. It's Kakashi's part. Stop hitting me. Who are we kidding? This bitch would fall down the stairs in heels. What was I talking about? I got barraged and now I forgot. Oh yeah, I had one DM who did not like my bullshit. We were playing a game. I can't remember what it's called now. It's a different roleplay setting because there's one DM I know and he just likes to play different systems. So like every 5 months or so, he's got a new world that he's like, or a new like system we have to learn kind of thing. I've only played in 2 of his campaigns because he doesn't like putting up with my shit. But in one of the campaigns, we were trying to solve a murder mystery. We were just regular guys, and I was like the femme fatale of it. And I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll take this bellboy, and I'll interrogate him. And then stop hitting me. I'm trying to fucking focus here. I was interrogating him and he was like, "Miss, I think you were the one who killed people." And I was like, "No, I'm not." So I hit him in the head with a lamp and I was like, "I'll knock him out and make him think we had sex." And then he just doesn't remember it. And then he won't accuse me of being a murderer. And my DM was like, "You can try, but he's going to remember that you hit him in the head with a lamp." And I was like, "Roll persuasion." And he was like, "No, I don't care what persuasion roll you get. You fucking nailed this kid. And he remembers you nailed him with a lamp." And I was like, fuck. Crew will never wear heels. Some of you will wear heels. And it was Colonel Mustard in the library with a lead pipe. I took one of my sister's friends to an anime convention a couple of weeks ago. She wore heels, and by the 2-hour mark, she was ready to go home. She was already tired of walking around in heels. Fun fact, I cannot walk in heels because my ankle is real fucked up, and my pole leg makes me very unstable, and also I never learned. Fun, true Wazzy fact, I didn't learn how to put on makeup until 2019, and I was starting to get good at putting on makeup, and then the pandemic happened, and I had no reason to put on makeup anymore. So now I don't know how to put on makeup anymore. Look, being whacked upside the head with a lamp is part of the foreplay. Played a female half wood elf monk raised by actual wolves, the human fighter who was completely accident prone, a Leshy monk who is a circus freak, and finally awakened rabbit who was a rogue. I would like to play an anti-druid. Ever since, like, everybody's always like, what class would you be? Okay, that's it. I'm putting an end to that. I'm fucking putting an end to that. So I don't get distracted no more. If I can fucking find where all my barrages are stored, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about me, crew. I'm a smart individual. I know my job. There. Done. It's over! There we go. I did it. An arsonist. I wanted to wear heels, but damn, I can't do it. Texas is very transphobic. You should do it anyway. In your house, at least. You guys should... Listen, we gotta get more whimsy in our lives. You guys should just, like... You should start... We should just start living, like, however we want to. I mean, we've only got one life to live. We've only got one life to live. We've only got one thing to see. We only got one thing to do. Like, we should just start fucking around, everybody. We should just do whatever we want to do. Who gives a shit anymore? Nothing makes sense anymore. You realize this, right? People trust fucking AI more than they trust whatever I'm saying. It was a quick question, but what the heck was that centipede human worm creation? Oh, that was a human centipede. Listen, Pinky made me do that. That was Pinky made me do that. Pinky is the worm in the middle. Pinky made me do that. Sadly, mobile does not allow me to do barrages all at once, so I apologize if it's me trying to clear out the deems. It's annoying. I trust Wazzy with all my life choices. Crew should make a character controlled by all of us who's a bunch of worms in a trench coat. I should draw the teacher of this school who's just a worm in a trench coat. Like an actual worm. Because I didn't make you fucking do that, you liar! Yeah, you did. What do we think of Greg, everybody? What do we think? What are we thinking of Greg? We liking Greg? Greg has to have mismatched socks because you guys are insane. I don't know if I'm 100% sold on the color yet. Maybe I should give Greg a sword too. Maybe Greg needs a weapon. Greg needs a belt with a weapon. Gotta have an untucked shirt. Oh, you're so fucking right on that. Half of it's tucked in. Part of it's not. You're so fucking right. This is the anime girl. This is the protagonist of our fucking adventure.
Yeah!
That's our fucking protagonist, everybody. That's our special week. Greg Scalibur, a switchblade. Greg is very cute and already. Yeah, you guys are prone to violence. Maybe she should have some kind of knife in her sock. I want to play Rabbit Folk Bard, but I was raised in a brothel, yet somehow the most innocent little cinnamon bun out there. Pure of heart, dumb of ass. The Kichiban from Yakuza. Give Greg a baseball bat. Oh, yeah! Greg should have those silly band bracelets. Greg would have silly band bracelets! You're so fucking right! Greg looks Greg-tastic. Greg looks chubbed up.
Uh-oh.
She needs some sort of Band-Aid. All cool protagonists have a scar or an injury. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. We gotta give her silly bands and a fucking injury. Where should her injury be? I gotta make these bands more sillier. I need my head out of the way so they can make Greg's bands sillier. She should be the most fucking colorful of the crew because she's representing everybody. So we'll give her green and yellow silly bands. Oh god, Chad, if you're ever on mobile and you have mod capabilities, do not close it and reopen Steam. You'll get double audios. Echo, 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 echo. Weird 2020 TikTok nose band-aid. You go, Greg. Left cheek. Always left cheek. Ooh. Oh my god, no! I'm going to put it on this side with the shorter hair because Greg was cutting their own hair and cut their cheek. That's the new headcanon. Greg was trying to cut their own hair to be cool and self-sufficient because Greg is always broke. So Greg has a bandage on their cheek because they tried to cut their own bangs and fucked it up. We'll do a traditional Band-Aid. A magic wand that she swears is real, but it's just a plastic toy. Greg should be Whimsy incarnate. Oh yeah, Wazzy, I finally finished Kingdom Hearts 1, and I gotta say, none of this shit makes any sense, I swear. They're just throwing darts at a board. Oh man, Tonto, wait till you get to number 3 and everything in between. Wait till you get to Dream Drop Distance. You think nothing makes sense now. Just you fucking wait. I love Kingdom Hearts. It's so fucking stupid. Kingdom Hearts is incredible for its nonsensical shit. Actually, I think, listen, we're all a mix of people. Greg should be an ambiguous color, an ambiguous race. We don't know exactly what Greg is. That's not a skin tone I like. Looks too orangey to me. The Band-Aid blends in a bit. What do we think? I don't think you could say that. You could say ethnically ambiguous. I have friends that like have different like races in them, so they're ethnically ambiguous. What if all our crew Masumis draw the carriage for adventures? Also, good luck playing Rechain of Memories. You'll have to find if you don't have a Game Boy Advance game. She Crew, Wazzy's really good at art. You know who's also good at art? Toxicure. I hear Toxicure has a 6-pack. Make the Band-Aid rainbow. I can't listen. Greg Skinton tell her should be either rainbow or TV static. No, you can't say I don't like that skin tone. No, it wasn't a real human skin tone is what I picked. Greg should have at least some freckles. Hey, Wazzy, have you subscribed to Toxicure? No, that bitch is a hack. Ugh! Give her a purple Band-Aid. What do you think? Wazzy should fight Toxicure in a Denny's parking lot. That bitch would go down. Listen, I could beat Toxicure's ass. I think I could beat Toxicure's ass. I'm very sure of that. I will try to give her the... I never say it right. Vitriligo, but I'm don't want her to be too. Let me look up some patterns. I don't want to be. But could Wazi beat Goku? Oh, absolutely not. You think I'm Sailor Moon? Of course not. If I was Sailor Moon, I could beat Goku. Sailor Moon could fucking beat Goku's ass. They wouldn't, though. They would just go out for lunch. I probably Googled this wrong. Oh, it's an autoimmune disease. Then yes, obviously. I could beat Goku. No, you couldn't. No one could beat Goku but Sailor Moon. Wazzy could give Goku food poisoning. No, I couldn't. I feel like that man is too strong for food poisoning. It seems to really affect the hands. You know what? In honor of Pinky, we should put it by the eye for the eye patch thing. The side without the worm gets it. She gets a cool Zuko ass markings. Ah, fuck. Fuck that up, Wazzy. Where are your line closures, Wazzy? I don't fucking know. Just got to do a training montage. If you ever want to learn how to pronounce Vitriligo, just ask Uncle Ruckus. No relation. I don't know who that is. Straight up wrong. Goku has canonically gotten food poisoning. Has he? I thought he was like the strongest. I thought he was pretty strong. There will be an inconsistent shape. Oh my god, I just have a headcanon. Okay. Greg has an inconsistent, like, it changes from moment to moment. And you're like it moves, like an animation. Constantly, it's moving. They're like, oh hey, I don't think your markings were that shape yesterday. And they're like, yeah, they were. What are you talking about? They've always been like this. You're crazy. Because, you know, Crew is always changing and expanding and being different and weird. So, you know. It moves like the pattern on Chowder's clothes. Exactly! Crazy. I was crazy once. Did they put you in a room? Camera cuts away, cuts back, and Greg is just a square. It just changes. The pattern just changes. Expect no fucking coherency in this. All right. Beep, boop, boop. And to make up for freckles, we'll give like 3 dots under that eye. There we go. What do we think? What do we think of Greg, everybody? I don't want to make them too accessorized. We're not making a goddamn VTuber model over here. Goddamn VTubers always super accessorized. All right, anyway. Oh, man. I like Greg. Good. That's our Greg, everybody. Looks chubbed up. I think Greg is chubbed up to be here. All right. Let's make some fucking ground rules. Everybody, we're working together on this. This is because it's Crew Musume. It's a Crew product. So I'm going to save it. And I am going to go over here. And I'm going to say, okay. Stop biting your eyelids at me, weirdo. No, that's what I like to do to, like, that's my joke. I like to get in close, and when I'm thinking, just be like, just for emphasis. If you see me do that, it's for emphasis. Sanguine says, I only got 1 hour left on my shift. You can do it, Sanguine. I believe in you. You got this. Beat that work's ass. Oh, I will stretch. I was in the middle of hydrating. I will hydrate again, even though I was just in the middle of hydrating. And I will eat my other cookie. Thank you. Oh, did you hear that? That was my fucking fingers snapping. And time for baby cookie. Ow. All right, crew, help me out. I want some personality types. Yeah, I guess I'll give all of you a weapon. I gotta give her a baseball bat. I gotta give her a baseball bat, I think. I think everybody should get an anime girl and a weapon. Is mayonnaise a personality? I mean, technically, you can be boring. Okay, so we got sleepy, we got reserved. Okay, so we'll have pick Animal Crossing. Are we at a battle school? No, but I think sometimes you have to fight things. I think it's a high school where that has a Denny's attached. So you always have to be prepared. I think that would be fun. Okay, so what do we know? We're at a high school with normal high school life. But because crew can get into many situations and many things, this is like, it's a high school on a floating island that just goes through different dimensions. And sometimes we just have to fight in a food court, you know. So anyway, no, not a high school or a college. God, was can't spell school. No surprise there. I can't. I literally can't. I don't know how to spell. Dagger with an orange blade and a green handle, please. God damn it. You guys can't get too specific. You guys got to remember, I'm making all of these, and I don't want to put a lot of effort into it. I'll put some, but goddamn, I didn't think we'd make it to getting crew Masumes. I thought we'd do the busts, and that was it. We're at a college. We're at some kind of education society. What kind of... Can't be a big booba mom horse if I'm in high school. Fine! You are at Crew Academy. Crew Academy. Is that how I spell academy? Does anybody have any idea? How do I spell academy? Academy. Yeah, that seems right. You are at Crew Academy, an indescript educational place. I don't know how to spell indistinct. Indistinct educational environment. There we go. Crew Academy, an indistinct educational environment. Sorry, I gotta finish eating my cookie. So basically, this is my idea of how I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a Google Doc that you guys got to sign up. Why do I always use Google Docs? Because they're the most easiest and convenient for me. So shut the fuck up. I hate Google, but goddamn, do they make a good way for me to get information I need. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a personality.
Tallest man you've ever seen?
Because I'm basing mostly off your worms. Located in some place, town, any country. No, it's on a floating island in the rifts between worlds. It's a floating island with the rifts between worlds, and like Ryura said, the cafeteria is a Denny's. So you always have to have a weapon because there's a Denny's. So then you'd pick your personality, and you'd pick like maybe a weapon. Like a type of weapon, maybe. What else would I need to make a crew? Floating island in the Astral Sea. Let's go. It's just a floating man-made island. Made by the mysterious overseer, who you will never see their face. But there is a mysterious overseer who oversees everything. But you'll never see who they are. It's just a mystery. We'll never know who the mysterious overseer is. Think have you guys ever played Fallout? It's like an overseer in Fallout. Mysterious overseer. I think that's how I spell seer. I don't know. Fueled by the Dinky Foundation. Yes, a mysterious overseer of the Dinky Foundation. I should put. We can't tell who the worm is either. There we go. Mysterious overseer. So, what will I need from you guys? I think a personality, a type of weapon. What else do I need? Because I'm mostly basing them off your worm and like what you do in crew. Because a lot of you do stuff in crew. Like, I don't know, Dobby's weapon will probably wind up being a folding chair. Have you ever seen Kanji from Persona 4? It's the best fucking weapon in the game. A boob size, I guess. That should be pretty obvious. And maybe like a couple traits or something, or like, no, that can fit into personality, I feel. Kanji's the best character. You're so right, Sanguine. I can't believe we agree on something. That's not true. You're all right by me, Sanguine. Also, obligatory kanji, no question. Exactly. Who should you date in Persona 4? Kanji. Who's best girl? Kanji. Done. Will we all be in the same uniform? No. You all get your own unique uniforms. That's what Big White Bear paid for, essentially. Levi and Big White Bear made it so that you guys are going to get your own version of a uniform. Much like the actual Umas, where they all have their own personality in their costume. So Greg is in a schoolgirl outfit because she is the protagonist of this entire thing. She is our wonderful, beautiful protagonist, and she's the main character. And main characters are always, some wild schoolgirl with a baseball bat that's got fucking barbed wire around it. That's her story. So she is a schoolgirl because, she's the magical girl of this whole situation. She is the beautiful, magical girl of the situation. Pinky, personality, quiet in public, freak in private. Weapon, dual kite shields, boob size, humongous. Traits, long version of crew worm jacket, slightly chubby, brown hair, brown eyes, shield hammer on tattoo neck. I don't know if I want you guys to be able to customize it that much. That's the thing. Is I kind of, unlike crew worms, I think I want to, because that's the thing, is even doing crew worms, some of you guys got too detailed and some of you guys were not detailed enough. I can't trust you guys. I can't trust you guys to not fuck it up. Just because I kind of want to base it on your worm and everything. So, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do here. This is something we got to discuss. Anyway, I decided there's barbed wire on the baseball bat. It even kind of goes down to her hands because she's kind of fucking stupid like that. And sometimes she accidentally grabs the barbed wire. That's far less complex than my crew worm design, but understandable. That's just what I'm thinking. That's my thoughts. I'm not ragging on anybody's crew worm designs. I just, some gave too much detail and some gave not enough detail, and nobody was really, I don't think anybody's ever really happy with their crew worm. So with Crew Musume, I want to make sure nobody's happy. I want to make sure all of you guys are suffering and you're like, yep, that's my shitty girl. She's getting into anime hijinks again, whatever she's doing. All Our characters will be how Wazi sees us in anime girl forms. Yeah, exactly. Kakashi's personality, quiet anxiety, friendly boob size, double D, kind of chubby, would like a sword. Oh, I should have body type, I guess. Body type is important. Because we do want a diverse cast. Maybe I should let you guys choose your skin tone, too.
Knock knock.
Because
fucker.
your hair is going to be your worm color. So that's a very important part of it. Oh, hi, Dangerous. Oh, I'm going to butcher this name. Jalen? That's hopeful. Fucking hope I did that right. Hi, welcome to Crew. I'm Wazi. I don't even think I wrote for Crew Musume. What was I supposed to do? Did I miss the Google Doc? No, the Google Doc's not even up yet. I'm deciding the Google Doc right now based on Greg. You guys got a weapon. But everybody, the thing that establishes that it's a Crew Musume is the worm is part of their hair. So I already had designs for some people. I think I did Phoenix Wolves and Ryura's. I've never shown you guys them because they're in a sketchbook. But like, that shit, I'm deciding how your hair and your worm and your hair is. What else would I need? I guess fucking that person is from Jesse's community. Oh, hi, friend of Jesse. I too like big boobed anime women. Thank you. Don't we all enjoy Jessie? She's beautiful and glorious. And then I guess I can put special request in. Hairstyle? No, I'm gonna design the hairstyles. I think I want to play with it. I guess I could put a line for you guys to request stuff in. Just because I heard my name. Yeah, I've already designed what your hair looks like. I have to go back and look at my fucking sketchbook, but I have you and Ryura drawn in my sketchbook. Did someone just say Jessie, the bestie? Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, she's great. We love her. Listen, Jalen, this is the joke between me, Bia, and Jessie. Is it starts off with Wazi. I'm like the starter Pokemon. I'm the little starter Pokemon guy here. And then if you let me hold big ol' titties, then I turn into Jessie. And then if you let me hold a pencil, I turn into Bia. Over here. So that's a Pokemon evolution joke that we go with. I'm like the pre-evolution of them. I'm not as good as Bia and Jessie, but one day I will be as good as them, and I'm their pre-evolution. I'm like the worst of both of them smashed together. And then one day I will either become a good artist like Bia, or I will become incredibly sexy like Jessie. I was thinking about how you would do my beard. Just long hair tied braided in the front. I'd probably wind up giving you anime mom hair. I'm sorry. You'd probably wind up dying. You'd probably get that anime. Here, let me sketch it. You know that anime mom hair? Like when the mom's gonna die and you got that pretty anime mom, and then she's like tee-hee, and then she's got her hair braided to the side, to the front side like that. You guys know pretty anime mom that's gonna die in an anime? That's probably what I'd wind up doing. Gender, aren't those hoses got clips in it? I don't know. No, because some of you are non-binary. So I'm just gonna let you, it does, fucking gender doesn't matter. You're all anime girls. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine as long as I'm a hot mom. I think we got it figured out, guys. I think we got a nice start to Crew Musume. So look for that not next week, because next week is a very fucking busy week for me. And I'm trying to fight off this cold before I hit it. But the week after probably. I'll try getting this up. I also do have to draw your guys' OCs. So that's another thing I gotta do. So it's just gonna be a lot of drawing. and stuff. So let's talk about the personality types. Let's do that. Let's break down the personality types. What are women? We just don't know. So we can have shy. Shy is a good personality type. Mean, I feel. Mean. I made these lines too close to each other. Freak in the sheets. Lazy. Ooh, lazy's a good one. Request long version of crew worm jacket. I need freak in the sheets. I wish I was a VTuber. Hey, what's stopping you? Deadass, what's stopping you? What's stopping you from streaming? What's stopping you from right now? What's stopping it? Just do it. Just fucking do it. And don't be like, I don't have a PNG. Guess what? Look, here. Look it. Boom, done. PNG, you've done it. Boastful or arrogant? Ooh, arrogant is a good one. Cheerful, I guess, because that's kind of what Greg is. Arrogant. Arrogant worms. Angry. Angry is kind of like mean. Angry / mean. Oh, whoops. Mommy. Mommy's not a personality type. Kind is a good one. Kind is kind of mommy type. Mommy is a personality. Mommy is not a personality. Sad. Sad is one. Sad / emo. Yeah, there's one thing I need to figure out what my content creation has to be for Twitch. Just fucking do it. Just listen. Do you think I ever have a fucking plan? You think I ever have a fucking plan? No. I just, listen, I'm out here drawing my fan base as hot anime girls. What the fuck? You think fucking nothing matters? Nothing fucking matters. I assigned somebody to be the lost jewels of the Louvre one time. What you stream doesn't matter. Just go out there and do it. Put your voice to the world. This is my fucking plea to everybody. If you want to create, what's fucking stopping you? Just fucking do it. Go out there, put your dick out there. Get real chubbed up about it. Who gives a shit if nobody likes it? I've got only 12 dudes here. Is that stop me? If I had only 2 dudes here, that still wouldn't stop me. Probably would like slow me down a little bit. I do need to eat to live, but just fucking do it. I was content creator before I was full-time content creator. What's stopping me? Myself. You tell you that bitch ass you to sit the fuck down. It's 2026, motherfuckers. We're doing this. We're gonna be whimsical. We're gonna compliment each other. We're gonna be cool. We're gonna fucking start a podcast. I don't know. Cranky, jock, lazy. Oh my god, jock. I'm such a jock. Sisterly. Oh, sisterly, I guess. Sisterly, motherly, fine. Fine. Snooty are the animal ooh, snooty. Snooty. Normal. None of us are normal. Nurturing. Ooh, nurturing is better than sisterly. Nurturing is better than kind. We'll take that out. Nurturing. Okay, if you want to be a dommy mommy, you gotta pick fucking nurturing. Sweetie, you are not a jock. I am a jock! In other words, just stream when I want to stream and have fun. Exactly! Because I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm gonna be fucking dead ass serious with you guys right now. Chaotic. Fucking I know what Aztec would pick. Demure. Oh, demure. Peppy. That's kind of cheerful. Unsettling. Stoic. Oh, stoic is a good one. Happy-go-lucky. Kind of cheerful. I would say that's in cheerful, but I guess we can change cheerful to happy-go-lucky if you guys want. Somber and stoic are kind of the same. Anyway, I'm going to tell you guys a real fun fact about if you're like, oh, I want to start streaming. This is a true statement to you. If you start streaming, you're going to have no viewers. That's just how it is. You're going to have to get used to talking to no one. You're going to have to come out here and you're going to have to talk to no one and just talk. It doesn't matter. You can interact with people, but you, tired needs to be one. Tired is a pretty good one. You can only have one. But like, you're going to be talking to no one for a while. It's just going to happen. It's just, listen, if you get 3 viewers, you're already in the top 1% of Twitch. That is 100%. That's just facts. If you have 3 viewers or more, you're in the top 1% of Twitch. So you're going to be talking to nobody for a long time. Just get used to it. Just get used to it. The only reason, again, I am incredibly lucky and I'm checking my fucking privilege. The only reason I even have 12 people here to watch me right now is because I hit the Voltron fandom at an incredible time, and I was in the Voltron Amino, and I pushed people from the Voltron Amino to watch me on Twitch, where I would do Voltron art requests. And then I hit it off with My Hero Academia, got a fucking silver-ass play button from YouTube, and now I'm here. So yeah, I'm incredibly, I will say I'm incredibly privileged and I'm incredibly lucky. Had I not hit those My Hero Academias at the right time, I would not have a play button. No one would pay a goddamn attention to me. The only reason I even have anybody here is because of that. So when you stream, you start off streaming to nobody. And even I did that when I first started streaming. I think my very first stream I ever did, I had one person stop in for a minute, and then the other person was Matt. And that was it. And then I started going to the Voltron Amino at the time, because Avino was big at the time. And I was like, hey, I'll draw your Voltron art requests over on my Twitch. And people were like, I'll get my Voltron request. I've drawn a lot of clans. I've drawn an uncomfortable amount of clans. And that's how it started to build. And then at the same time, I was still doing YouTube. And there we go. That's how we wound up. I'll put boss ass bitch. What about that? What about boss? Lusty. Fuck. I don't want to draw you guys lusty, but I guess that is indeed a personality trait. Mad scientist, that kind of falls under chaotic. Protective, or does that fall under nurturing? I'd say that falls more under nurturing. Having friends help you get off the ground would be nice too. That too. Clingy. I guess I could kind of put that in sad emo. Lusty, lustful needs. Lusty is needed for an anime, you fool. I guess we can put clingy. Clingy. Oh, what would you call somebody who's intelligent? Dumb. Oh, bimbo. Bimbo. What would you call intelligent? What's it being intelligent? What's a personality trait that's intelligent? Sophisticated. Ooh. Sophisticated. I bet you're wondering how I spelled sophisticated and not, school properly. What's the besides crew a personality trait on stream? Elegant. Ooh, elegant's a good one. Smart. I feel like there's a better word than smart. Educated. Is that a personality trait? Can we get angry nerd? Well, listen, that's kind of... I guess I could put nerd. Studious. Thank you. Studious. That's a good one. That's exactly what we need. Wise. Scandalous. You show a bit of ankle. Prude is the opposite of lusty. I know how to be Crew's very own angry video game worm. No. I'm going to Google. Let's do some Googling. Let's use some fucking... Let's avoid AI at all costs. Personality traits. Personality traits, or I guess types. Images will help me. Oh no, this is the interpreter shit. No. Oh, judgers. That's me. I'm judgy. No, I don't want to be one of the interpreters. This is all talking. Personality traits, maybe. Openness to experience. Conscientiousness. All of these are too fucking big. No, this isn't what I want. I want silly haha doo-doos. Personality type Kronk. I put bimbo down. Personality traits, I guess. Or personality types simple. Yeah, let's do that. Tropes. Personality tropes, maybe. Maybe that'll help me. No! No! Let me stop the shitification of the internet! Don't make me fucking log in! Let me hit a button that says no, I don't want to look at ads! Don't fucking come at me for using a fucking ad blocker! I know we need to make money off ads. I get it, but I want a little piece of the internet that's not in shitification, okay? I want a little piece of the internet where I can live my life and not have to look at some guy trying to sell me fucking cocaine or whatever the shit they try to sell on the internet. I don't know. I haven't seen an ad in a while. What are they even advertising now? Give me your credit card information and your mother's maiden name. Fucking, I'm losing my goddamn mind. Fuck off with that. Get out of here. Also, can we talk about AI for a second? Can I just fucking lose my mind about AI for a fucking hot second? Fucking hate generative AI. Bing bong. Fuck AI. Fucking dead ass. The fact people are looking at this and being like, oh, that's got to be true because it's the AI answer. No, fuck you AI. Fuck you AI generated content. Fuck you fucking AI stories. Like this is a thing I read about. This is an actual fact. Publishers get a lot of AI things put in. So like. If you're a book publisher, you get a lot of AI submissions where people are like, I wrote this book with AI and I'm submitting it. And you can tell when a book is AI just by talking to the person that submitted it. If you ask a person who's written a book about their characters or about their story, they will talk nonstop for hours. I could go on for hours about it. And sometimes they don't even know scenes that happen in the book because they wrote it with fucking AI. So like, apparently this is a fucking epidemic kind of thing. So ping pong, fuck AI. The worst thing since terrorism, I swear. Here's some bad things: racism, terrorism, generative AI. You know that fucking Makima meme where she's like, war, death. These are things that would be better if they didn't exist. Chainsaw Man should eat them. Fucking me would be like racism, terrorism, generative AI. Fuck generative AI. Not only is it stupid for people to over-rely on it, it's also fucking ruining the computer market. RAM is worth more than fucking gold at this point. Them clankers are stealing the RAM. Listen, it's... As a content creator, I get one video out a week. I get one short out a week. I just dropped one yesterday. I dropped one the week before. Next week is going to be the eggnog short. It's hard. It's fucking hard to fucking get content out. And then motherfuckers come out here and are like, yo, I made this with AI. You didn't make shit. You didn't fucking make shit. That pisses me off so much when people are like, I made it with AI. And then it's like, if you steal it and say you made it, the AI people get so pissed off, and it's like, do you not see what you're doing? Do you not Do you not see the reverse of it? I fucking hate AI so much. I fucking hate it. Not only that, but it like tells people to kill themselves, which you should never do. I made a whole animation about why you should not kill yourself. But like, that's another thing. It tells you wrong things. Like it just fuck it. And it's just getting stupider every day. Every day we wake up and the internet is stupider. And this is why I don't have ads. It's because I don't want to look at the stupid things on the internet. I don't want to be. When I was in school, I was in English class, and I vividly remember we had a unit where we had to define advertising types, and they told us a whole bunch of advertising types, and we had to do a project on it, and we had to make our own advertisement using at least like 5 of the 7 advertising types to make sure that we understood it. And I did it, and I understood it completely. Listen, I have media literacy. The thing is this world doesn't have media literacy anymore. Sometimes you got to sit down and be like, yes, media literacy. It's the same thing as with like the fucking movie Dracula, the new Dracula that came out like last year. Do you guys remember 2024, like fucking the Dracula with the one where she fucks Dracula to death? I don't know if you guys know this. I watched this movie. I complained about it endlessly when I went and saw it. Anyway, people are in love with that movie. People are like, this is the greatest movie that ever happened. And there is a good story in there, but it needed an editor desperately. It was not well done. It was not well done. I could bitch about it for fucking eons. It was a horribly told story. There was a good story in there. They just had to edit it properly and fucking piss me off. And everybody's looking at it like this is a masterpiece. But it's because they have no fucking media literacy. Sometimes you gotta fucking comprehend. We're fucking consuming information at such a high speed nowadays that we don't even process it. We've got fucking 10 season fucking shows out here. This is another thing I fucking hate. Sorry, we're going into a floor yell. Fuck it. No, we're going on the floor. We're going on a fucking floor. We haven't done this in a hot minute. For those of you who are unexperienced, welcome to floor yelling. It's where I avoid you guys for fucking 17 minutes where I go on the floor and I yell loud enough that you can hear me. Anyway, this is probably bad for my voice because I'm trying to save my voice because I'm getting sick, but it's fine. I gotta go on the floor about this. We're in a hellscape where we get fucking 10 episode seasons. When I was a kid, we would have 25 episode seasons. That's just how it was. And now we have only 10 episode seasons. And it's just so that we can consume it faster. And then we forget about it until a new season comes out. We're just consuming so quickly, we're not even processing what we saw. I remember as a kid watching a show, and I'd watch one episode, and I'd be like, this is so cool, and I'd thrive off that fucking one show for an entire week until the next episode came out the next week, and I'd be like, wow, this happened differently than what I thought was going to happen. This is fucking incredible. We're not having time to process what's happening around us anymore. It's coming at us so lightning fast. We need faster internet, faster cars, faster everything, faster download speeds. We need so much information, and we're just consuming constantly that we're not taking the time to sit down and process. Just fucking, next time you're about to sit down and watch something, you just sit down and fucking watch it. Just fucking enjoy it. Don't fucking, like, eat something while you're doing it. Don't fucking be doing 5 other things. Don't be playing on your phone while you're watching it. Just sit down and consume the media how you want to. There's fucking, I remember when I first started animating, I would put little, like, fucking secrets and Easter eggs into the animation to be like, hee hee, here's a little thing. And I still do that, and nobody ever sees these things. And it pisses me off now, because I'm like, I put a little effort in to put a little sneaky ha-ha-hoo in here, and, like, nobody sees that shit. I did fucking so many main animations this year that had that goddamn fucking Mona Lisa I drew with the huge knockers and the boo-boo eyes. I drew that and I put that in every animation with the exception of the fucking goddamn fucking Expedition 33 one, but that's because I couldn't fit it in. Don't worry about it. That's for a different time, but I put it in everything. Nobody fucking mentioned it. I put so many little background shit in there. People are just consuming so fast they don't even fucking recognize it. Even right now, I'm talking so fast, you're not even consuming what I'm saying to you right now. I could be talking about the cure for cancer, and you're not even consuming it because I'm talking too fast. Because we're just consuming. We're not processing. We need to be bored again. We need to learn to be bored. We need to accept being bored. We need to be like the 90s commercial where you sit there and you go, I'm bored. And then the fucking Kool-Aid man kicks open your door and is like, I've got a new flavor. It's pina colada. And you're like, yo, thanks, fucking Kool-Aid man. And then you have a nice little time with the Kool-Aid man. And then you sit there and you're like, wait a minute, Kool-Aid man, are you fucking my mom? And that's the situation we're in right now. Is it's like, we don't even have time to process if Kool-Aid Man is fucking our mom. Information and data is coming at us so fast, we don't even know if Kool-Aid Man is fucking our mom. We don't have time to slow down, to be bored, to see if fucking Kool-Aid Man's breaking in and fucking our mom. We're fucking going so fast. We gotta slow down. We gotta be whimsical. We just gotta take a moment for ourselves. We need to not do this. We need to just relax and just consume things at a nice rate. We don't need to gorge ourselves on information. We just gotta look around. We gotta smell the roses. We gotta see the Kool-Aid man fucking our mom. You know? So next time you're gonna binge a season, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't be like, another one. Fucking sit down and relax and be like, this was good. I'm going to sit and think on that. Because that's the other thing. We binge watch things in like fucking like a whole day and you're like, I binge watched this whole thing in a whole day. And now you're like left for 7 months because we got to make another one. And they're just going to make short seasons. They're just going to keep making short seasons because they don't have enough time to make something to process it and get it out there because you guys are so fucking hungry for the next thing. Anyway. We haven't done a Floriel in a minute. Thanks for letting me get that out of my system. Probably fucked up my voice a little bit on that, but that's okay. Had to get my feelings out. I feel a little better. I'm coming back. I'm off the floor. I'm coming back. Hi, everybody. How are we doing? How are you guys? I don't think I want to see the Kool-Aid mom. Man, fuck my mom. Yeah, but you got to know what's happening. Listen, you want to know what's happening. I'm not saying you got to watch the Kool-Aid man fuck your mom. I'm just saying you got to know what's happening. That's how it is. Sit down and just play some Hollow Knight. We get 10 if we're lucky. It's usually 8. I cannot stand anyone who does not have media literacy. This is how we get extremes where everything is black and white and nobody gives 2 fucks about the nuance or character development. People don't know what an unreliable narrator is. Can you guys imagine that? Can you guys imagine not knowing what an unreliable narrator is? It's so bad. I don't understand how people could say, I made this. No, you didn't, homie. You gave the idea to a robot and the robot made it. That's essentially telling an artist what you want to make. You didn't draw anything. I enjoy learning things and the intake of knowledge really fast, but I hyper-focus on it. Well, I love Wazzy losing her absolute shit. It's real. It is real, and the Kool-Aid man is out there fucking your mom, maybe. What if a streamer is fucking my mom? It'll happen one day, Liam. I've just got to rizz up your mom. I gotta punch open your wall like a Kool-Aid man and fuck your mom. They made a whole show about this in the 90s. I don't know if you guys had this because it was Canadian television. But we had a show called Stickin' Around. And it was literally about 2 kids who were bored. And they would make doodles based on their imagination. And the whole show was just basically their imagination of what happened. And incredibly good show. Well, at least from what I remember. Sticking Around was very informative to me. It's about a guy named Bradley and a girl named Stacy, and they had little. They also had like a dog named. Okay, they didn't have a dog. There's a guy named Dill in it. It's great. I'll show you it. I'll show you guys Sticking Around. Sticking with an apostrophe around. This show. That's not what they looked like. Why would you give me this fucking garbage? This is what they fucking look like. This is fucking Sticking Around, you guys. This is Sticking Around. Look at this. Look at this beautiful fucking insane ass shit. I love it. This was a cartoon and we would watch this. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. This is Dill. Here's Dill from Sticking Around. He yelled real loud. He was great. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. What the fuck were we even doing? I gotta stretch and hydrate. Who the fuck is this blonde kid named Roxas? Oh, you'll learn. I will snack and hydrate and stretch. Thank you. Whoo! I should save this file before I accidentally lose it. I personally love just to analyze and sit back and think about media while I'm watching it. Whenever I watch a show, I try to take 5 to 10 minutes between episodes to just think about what I even watched. We're doing Kurumasume traits. Right, that's it. Capitalism. Is that a trait? Let's stick it around. That's the show that predicted 9/11. Did it? Sticking Around predicted 9/11? What? I like yapping about shows to my siblings or friends. Daring, focused. Oh, Serious is a good one. Serious. Oh, wait, don't we kind of have one like that? Stoic. Stoic is kind of serious. Witty. Ooh, Witty is a good one. That's different from fucking Studious. Brave, I'll put. Brave. Rage Baiter. That's kind of... Jokester. Jokester. There we go. Personality type. Entrepreneur. Gremlin. Gremlin is kind of a mix between jokester and chaotic and cheerful. That's a three-way fucking to a gremlin. TikTok influencer. That is bimbo boss ass bitch brat. Oh, brat is a good one. Perv. That's kind of in lusty. Apathetic. Kind of stoic. Gremlin is much more lovable shit disturber. Gotta lock new traits by combining two. Well, see, yeah, you guys will have... you guys can pick multiple. You guys can pick like 3. I think you guys should be allowed to pick 3. That should be good. If you pick 3, then I could kind of take that and kind of make a character out of it. I could take mean and angry because those don't necessarily mean the same thing. Put angry. I'm running out of room. Because I write like a fucking toddler. Anyway, thanks for staying with me with my rant. Burnout. Listen, that's all of us every day of our lives. And did I put tired? I put tired on there. Tired is a... Listen, fun fact. You guys might not have ADHD. This is a fun, real fact I'm about to tell you. You may not have ADHD because I have a lot of ADHD symptoms, but I don't actually have ADHD because I talked to my doctor and he said... what was the exact verbiage? No concern. No concern of ADHD was what he said, which means I don't have it. But burnout symptoms match ADHD symptoms. So like forgetting what you were doing, getting distracted by things, those match. That's burnout, but that's also ADHD. So... if you think you have ADHD, you might not. You might just be burnt out. You guys think I have ADHD, but I don't. I'm burnt out. Ooh, keys. See? Burnt out trait as well. You could just be so burnt out that it's looped all the way around. What I thought you did, though. No, he said, not a significant concern. That was the exact phrasing. Not a significant concern of ADHD was the exact phrasing he used to me about when I went for my ADHD test, which was literally just a piece of paper I filled out. 2 pieces of paper, actually. Back when I took an ADHD test, I was told I was a single point off from having it. So I'm eating pot stickers. Oh, I love pot stickers. I wish I had a cool lunch today. I got boiled eggs for lunch. I don't have a fun lunch today. I wish I had pot stickers or like a fucking like something with carbs, but I got like fucking eggs.
No.
I used to take my ADHD meds. They taste like shit and it tastes like gum. Gum doesn't taste like shit. You're eating the... Listen, I think somebody lied to you about what was gum and what was shit. You should take your ADHD meds. As somebody who lives with a person who has to take ADHD meds or else I will literally kill him, you should take your ADHD meds. Sorry, Wazzy, but I don't believe your doctor. You should. My doctor is very intelligent and an old Greek man. Because I thought he was a lady when I first went to him, and he was not. He was an old Greek man. And I was very disappointed I didn't have a new lady doctor. It was my actual doctor, not one of his interns. Because my teacher is, my doctor is a teaching doctor, so he has a bunch of interns underneath him. So he comes out and he just signs the prescriptions. But this time I actually talked to him. So you get to see if the store has any rotisserie chickens. I trust every old Greek man. Old Greek twink. He's not a twink. Sir Cootie, but my doctor is not a twink. I will say I do have the most handsome dentist in the world. I will say this. I don't know what the fuck happened. My dentist is the hottest dude I've ever seen in my entire life. If you put him on a scale of 1 to 10, he would be like a fucking 40. Like, he is so fucking hot, and I'm like, you shouldn't be a dentist. You should be some kind of model. And it's incredible. He's great. He's my favorite dentist, because when I go to him and I go to the teeth cleaning lady, they put me in the children's room. Because the first time I went to the dentist, I was very scared and I was crying, and they put me in the children's room, and then I get to stay there. Why the fuck is the word twink censored? It shouldn't be. Dr. Grink? You mistake him for a woman. That's a twink. No, by his name. His name is Stefan, but I thought it said Stephanie. It's not that he's a twink. I thought I couldn't read. The difference was, no, it's not that I saw him and I was like, that's a woman. I saw the name and went, that says Stephanie, not Stefan. I didn't look at him and was like, woman doctor. I looked at his name and went, woman doctor. My dad just plays gospel music like the entire time, and I'm not religious, but it's low-key bangers, so I feel conflicted every time I go. I don't want to be this guy, but sometimes Christian rock has like a good fucking song. It's giving dyslexia. No, it's not. Listen, the names Stefan and Stephanie are very close. I don't know how to tell you guys this. The name Stefan and the name Stephanie are uncomfortably close to each other, and I can't read. So I was like, ooh, a lady doctor. So I signed up to go to her, and I got there, and an old Greek man came in, and I was like, hello? And he was like, hello, I'm Dr. Stefan. And I went, fuck! So it's not that his body type displays twink. His body type, he's just an old man. He's just an old man. Didn't you take a dyslexia test online and it said you had dyslexia? No, it didn't. You can't trust online tests. I took a online test to find out what Uma Musume I am, and it told me the wrong one. And I'm definitely not that Uma Musume, so I'm not like, fuck that. Can't believe internet tests. Remember when BuzzFeed would be like, what kind of ham sandwich are you? You know. I'm pretty sure that happened. You can't just rewrite history. No, I can't. Watch it happen. Listen, you can't trust online tests. I could take an online test right now that could be like, you are a 47-year-old man. How do you Canadians deal with the cold? It's fucking 48 here, and in my part of Texas, and I need a heater 3 feet from me. Hold on, I have to fucking un-Americanize that. Can you fucking translate that from your jibber jabbish language? 48 to Celsius, please. Oh, 8 degrees. 8 degrees? You're not even in the minuses, Tonto. Shut the fuck up. You're not even in the negatives. Do you know how to know what the degrees are right now? Feels like -7. Let me fucking translate that for you. -7 Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's fucking 19.4 right now. It's 19.4. It's -7 for me, but 19.4 for you. Fucking, and that's not even as, that's actually a pretty nice day, actually. I'll probably go for a walk after this. That's pretty, that's not a bad day. Fuck. Also, hi, Jojo. Oh, you can't even tell this poor guy wind chill for real or lake effects of snow. You're lucky you live in Texas. You would die in Pennsylvania. Do you guys know what a Chinook is? Do you guys know what that is? Some of you must have it. Some of you must have a Chinook. Do you guys know what Chinooks are? Do you know what Chinooks are? I love the winter feel. 8 degrees is t-shirt and light jacket weather. It's -7 right now. 8 degrees is pretty much a hoodie. I'll wear a hoodie in 8 degrees. I'll bitch probably, but I'll wear a hoodie. Also, hi, Yato. Stop trying to calculate temperature with the dumb conversion bullshit. It's either cold or not. I wish I had cold. I live in a desert and it's 53 degrees, 12 Celsius. Thank you for doing the conversion for me. The helicopter? No. Listen. It's fucking... What's my weather this week? What's the coldest it gets this week? Oh, I'm getting snow tomorrow. The coldest this week is -14. Let me find that out for you. All right, I'll explain what a Chinook is. But I got to find out what -14 is. -14. That's an underscore, was he? Not a minus. -14 in Fahrenheit. The coldest it's going to get this week is 6 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyway, let me explain what Chinooks are. So Chinooks, and I'll give you a little visual aid. Let me give you a little visual aid. So I'm here. This is me. This is your little pal Wazzy. That's my bangs. You can see that it's me. And I'm smiling. That's me. Okay? Here's the mountains. I live right fucking by the mountains, right? Over here is BC. There's some guys. So what happens is weather happens over here in BC. The cold, shitty weather happens, and then it comes over the mountains, right? The cold, shitty weather comes on over, and then it loses all its cold shittiness in the mountains because it's the mountains, and then it hits us, and we get warm weather. And a Chinook is a warm breeze that comes down from the mountains because it loses all of its cold over the mountains and shit. I don't know exactly how it works. Somebody with the brain could probably tell me, explain it better than me. Let's call Matt. He's somebody smarter than me. Before this stream ends, we'll call Matt, and we'll get him to explain it because he'll probably explain it better. But it's pretty much that, I feel.
Hello.
Hi, can you help me explain what a Chinook is? I tried to explain what a Chinook is, and I can't. I think I did it right, but I don't know. Explain what a Chinook is.
Chinook is essentially when a warm air pressure front rises over the mountains, the Rocky Mountains specifically. It works on other mountain fronts, but the Rockies are just really good at it. And essentially, when that warm front goes west to east over the mountains, and then it hits the foothills and hits the lower areas, that warm pressure front essentially gets pushed back down and pushed into essentially a warm weather front that goes over the prairies and essentially just warms everything up for a few days at a time.
Okay, so it's not cold. It's not cold air going over the mountains and losing all of its cold.
Oh, it's a warm air pressure front. It's like how there's always like a warm and cold pressure front that goes across. Like you'll see those like weatherman maps that have like the squiggly line on it,
Mm-hmm.
which is the split between the warm and cold air pressure fronts. So
Okay.
it's literally the warm front being pushed over the mountains by the cold front.
Oh, okay. So it's the cold guys pushing the bitches down.
Yeah, the cold pushes the warm.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I was
Remember the
horribly
tallest
wrong.
man you've ever seen?
I was horribly fucking wrong. It wasn't cold air that loses its cold over the mountains. It's cold air pushing warm air down, and then it comes down the mountains to me, Wazzy. Anyway, there's Greg. Also, hi, thick himbo cow. What a name. We invented Greg today. We drew our crew Masume Greg. Look at how beautiful he is. I'll take the red lines off. Look at Greg. Is everybody happy with Greg? Because Greg is the one that represents the majority of crew. And then we'll do your individual crews after. Is there any more personality traits we know, everybody?
Yeah!
Yay, Greg. Greg looks Greg-tastic. Good. So yeah, I'll let you guys decide your personalities, your type of weapon, your boob size, your body type, and then, you know, if you have any special requests, but your special requests might not be done, depending. What other personality types do you guys want? I'm not putting Dommy Mommy before Liam says anything. You pick nurturing and boss-ass bitch, and I'll know what you mean. And probably lusty, knowing Liam. And then, yeah, I'm going to make you guys all cute anime girls, and you're going to fucking enjoy it. You're going to enjoy being your cute anime girl versions. But, yeah. This should be up, not next week, because next week is the Choose Wisely Festival, but the week after. I think we'll get that done. You guys want to see who won fishing? Do you guys want to see who won? Oh, shit, I clicked the wrong button. Ballistic Beast, you are the winner of fishing today, followed by Landman, and then Dinosaria, Ryura, Dobby, Homeless, Big White Bear, Plague Dragon, Plague Doctor, Phoenix Wolf, Kakashi, Sanguine, Nugget, Jet Black J, Lava King, Baby Dr. Liam, Pinky, Sebastian, and then just people who didn't fish today, which was me. That's who won. And let's see if there's any memes today. Oh, damn, there is some memes. This one came in last night, and I am confused. What the fuck are you doing about this, Pinky? What is this? Pinky, explain yourself. What is this? What, Pinky? What meme is this? What do you mean? Well, you see. I'm waiting. Yowie paddle, a random bitch. That was what happened. That's exactly how I met my roommate. It worked. I am confused. That is a yowie paddle. You children don't know this. Back in my day, this was a thing that we were allowed to carry at cons. No peace binding on it, by the way. They just fucking let us raw dog it. They let us raw dog yowie paddles at conventions. They didn't peace bond them or nothing. You could buy them for like $20, fucking, and then you could just beat people at a con, and it was called a yowie paddle, and you would see a cute boy, and you'd be like, or a girl cosplaying a boy, or a non-binary cosplaying a boy, and you would be like, yowie paddle, and you'd smack them in the ass as hard as you could. They just let this happen. They just let this happen. We were just like, yo, yowie paddles, let's fucking spank some people. There's also Yuri paddles and Seme and Uke paddles. I know, but those were never as popular as the Yaoi paddles. Stream is ended up. Wow, I feel like it just passed. That's because I was yelling on the floor for half of it. Also, I'm ending stream a little early because my voice is a little fucked. Maybe I shouldn't yell on the floor, but was he in a hot tub? Crew. Should Greg have a barbed word yowie paddle instead? We can if you guys want. Oh God, what does this say? Kool-Aid Man is fucking your mom. Listen, we need to be bored more often so we know if the Kool-Aid Man is fucking our mom. Just stop consuming media so readily so we can see it, so you could be aware if the Kool-Aid man is fucking your mom. Wazzy's doctor, apparently. That is not my doctor! My doctor's an old Greek man, and I promise you, he's not a fucking twink. I thought he was a lady because his name is Stefan, and I thought it said Stephanie. I didn't look at it. He's got an old Greek man, but have you ever seen an old Greek man? Let me show you an old Greek man. Let me take down the fucking memes of the stream. This is what my old Greek doctor looks like. I'll do my best here. Also, thanks for following Thick Himbo Cow. I'm gonna snooze that shit. Here's my old Greek man. Stop! I know I have to go take my pills. Oh, he doesn't have a. He's got no hair on top of his head, but he does that thing where he's got hair on the side of his head. And he's like, he's a little hunchbacked, a little. He's got really long legs. He's got really long legs. And he's like, he walks like the Asian men where you put your hands behind your back like this. And he comes in, and that's what my doctor looks like. And he always has a stethoscope. He doesn't need it. He's never once stethoscoped me. But he always has a stethoscope on him, and never once has he stethoscoped me. Even when I was hacking a lung out, and it turned out I had pneumonia, no, he didn't even stethoscope me. He's old, too. I should mention that. He's got a lot of wrinkles. He's an old, wrinkly man. And that's what my doctor looks like. Yep, that's a twink. That's not a twink! That's my old doctor, man! He's not a twink. Please don't call my doctor a twink. Do you want me... Listen, Matt has the same fucking doctor. You want me to fucking do this? Do you want me to fucking call Matt again? I'll fucking do it.
Hello again.
Hi, would you call our doctor a twink?
Absolutely not.
Thank you. Told you guys, he's not a twink. He's an old
Do you
Greek
remember the
man.
tallest man you've ever seen?
He's an old Greek man, and he's not a twink.
Yeah, he's not a twink by any means.
He's not a twink. I promise you guys, he's not a twink.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
Oh, my phone just asked me if I wanted to record the call. Yes, please. Remember the time I had to call Matt to ask if our doctor was a twink. Also, thank you, Yato, for gifting a sub to Thick Himbo Cow. I appreciate it. That's your very first gift sub. Thank you. But yeah, that's it. You're getting old Greek man femboy art. Son of a bitch! Twinkless doctor. How unfortunate. You need to get your eyes checked at the twink doctor. Anyway, fuck it. That's our stream for the day. I'm getting out of here. I'm fucking getting out of here. I'm going to go eat my sad eggs. Okay? I'm going to go eat sad eggs. I'm going to send you guys to a highly unqualified babysitter. I'm back on Sunday. We're starting the Choose Wisely Festival. And I will be playing Live Burr for you guys. That's the one where your girlfriend, your dead ex-girlfriend is a necromancer or some kind of black magic witch bitch, and she's trying to make a baby and kill you. So it's a fun game. We played the demo of it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Kakashi also liked it. So yeah, that's how it happened. Anyway, let's send you to a highly unqualified babysitter. Oh my god, all these bitches are unqualified. The fuck is my boy doing live? Or my girl doing live? Oh, they're raising money. Okay, I'm sending you guys to John, but that's just because... Or, sorry, Claire. I'm sending you guys to Claire because she is doing charity with friends. So I'm sending you guys to Claire. I love and appreciate her. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Don't worry, we won't get recognized or anything. It's a huge stream, but they're raising money for charity. So we're going to go see Proton John, a.k.a. Claire. And please enjoy your night. And I will see you fuckers on Sunday. Until next time, kick names, take ass, and get the fuck out of my house. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah. What?